Comment on this YouTube channel, Two Clean Johns. Whoever you are, you have been secretly dominating uploading Twitter Spaces. Like that, hit subscribe for him.
I mean, despite the 30%, listen, Kendrick won, so I don't think we need to talk about this battle anymore.
Not
This other shit, this Jew versus Jew shit is about to be the
Yo.
craziest thing I've ever
You
seen in my
did.
motherfucking life.
Yo, wait it up. Wait it up. Rory said it, yo. Hey, Chris. That nigga, hey, I ain't gonna lie, Chris. That nigga been wanting to get that joke off this whole time. Yo, Rory. As soon as I get brought up, nigga. As soon as I get brought up, I'm finna cook.
No. But jokes aside, like, I've really thought that this has been the greatest battle period because finally,
Who got the better
not on
underground
like
tunnel,
some,
man?
Oh my god.
not to say that I've had like this pessimistic view of hip hop lately, but this is our last superstar battle that will ever happen,
Rory,
in my
don't say
opinion.
that.
I can't see that shit ever happening again. So with that said, we're about to get the greatest hip hop business battle we've ever seen posted. I cannot fucking
Get
wait.
your suits, nigga.
Good for Drake, man. I don't give a fuck if Drake looks like give me my ball back, we can't play no more type of shit. I'm so happy he's doing this shit. Even if it's for selfish reasons, he gonna wake this shit up. Listen, I have invested with artists. I put music out as well. I'm so excited. Blow the top off UMG. All this shit. I don't care if this is because of your own selfish reasons.
No, but Rory,
Michael Jackson tried to do this shit and they stopped him. Let's go for it, man. Like, I don't understand what's so crazy with me with the internet. For the last 7 years, y'all have been justifying snitching with real street shit. But when it comes to labels this week, snitching is against the rules now.
Oh,
niggas is bro industry. I never seen it in my life. Niggas is pro industry.
Yo, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't never
For
seen.
the last 7 years, I have watched, and I'm a civilian, I have watched everyone justify snitching on street shit. All that shit was cool. But now when it comes to snitching on the labels, we draw a fucking line.
That's the
What
crazy.
the
People just sensitive in they side. People
man,
think they
you would have.
side,
Hey,
but they
Rory,
don't
man,
wanna.
Drake is just
never
calling
thought.
HR. That's it.
snitch on everyone at Universal. They have been fucking us all
what we said. We
over
wanna see blood.
forever.
And
Snitch
and
on
that's what I was saying. I
everyone.
feel like most people have been complaining about Universal and just like the industry for so
My bad.
long.
That
No,
was
no, you
crazy.
good.
That was on me.
But like I
Yo,
feel like most artists have been complaining about the industry for so long. So to see
Now it's quiet.
niggas like not be in favor of this shit was kind of surprising to me because I feel like most niggas is just like
Glasses, respect, by the way. Always glasses, respect to you. No matter
Right.
what.
You know
It's
why
also
people feel away, Jody.
But cool.
no,
I
it's
understand why
because
people
Drake
feel
is
away.
not
Who gives a fuck though?
It
Even if
matters.
Drake has,
Man,
even though if Drake is doing
matters.
for selfish
It's not even
reasons,
for
who
selfish
gives a
reasons.
fuck?
And it
If it was
is for selfish
Let's-
reasons. We know it's for selfish
Rory,
reasons.
if he would use his own shit, I would be all in. I'd be all in if he was like, y'all know what y'all did for me. Y'all made it. You cannot convince me this is a him against the industry thing. If it was, he would sacrifice himself.
He's about to sacrifice
Why
himself
would he?
because he's about to prove that he's used bots before too.
If that was the case,
But
he wouldn't be
when it
bringing
comes-
up someone else's record.
Yes.
Okay, Rory,
He
do you
would bring
think he's
up his
pulling
own
out that
record.
spade? You think he's pulling that spade out if it comes down to that?
It's
I
already
think the
come
red
down to
button.
it. Why do you
I
need
think
to
the
pull
red
that out?
button. I think the red button Drake was talking about this
Was
entire
himself.
time.
The
was
kamikaze.
this. Yo, bro, I will tell everybody we all use bots. I will sacrifice myself. This shit is over. I
Then
promise
why
to show you.
hasn't he?
This is over.
Nigga filed the
This is all the facade.
It started
This is
on
bullshit.
Not
Monday.
starting now. He's still talking about someone else.
So you're saying this was God's plan? I'm playing.
Nah, you
It was
get
always
tomatoes
plan to
for
show
that one. That
Universal
shit was
a liar.
ass.
Yeah, put the
Yeah,
fries
come
in,
on.
put the fries
He
in
gave.
the bag.
Fries in
He
the bag
gave.
for that one, my nigga.
Yeah, put the fries in the
He
bag.
gave everyone in Miami $20,000. Like, come on,
Rory, come on.
Yo, Rory, you gonna follow a nigga back or what, bro?
glasses. What am I wrong about?
Rory, because you know he would know how
Nigga
to
did not
do things.
respond.
Yo, Chris, put the fries in the
That nigga
bag,
said,
bro.
"Hey man,
Fries
yo
bag,
Put the
man,
bro.
fries
I ain't gonna
bag,
lie.
nigga.
This lawsuit though, that shit crazy."
Hey, them fries though, nigga.
No, I'm really waiting.
Oh, go ahead, glasses. Go
Glasses,
ahead.
what do you think I'm
I'm
wrong about
saying
with
it's
this?
not wrong, Rory, but you know his paperwork. You know better than anybody, just like I know. His budgets would show whatever is happening. So he wouldn't need to compel anyone to do it. He can actually do it if he wanted to, if that was the goal.
Hey, y'all join the
And
Discord
my
too.
thing
Join the
is,
Discord,
if he
niggas.
wants to sacrifice himself for his own selfish reasons,
Then why won't he
I'm
sacrifice
here for
himself?
it because we are all getting fucked
But I'm
in
saying,
this
Rory, why?
DSP
But
industry.
I'm saying,
So let's do it.
but I'm saying, Rory, why won't he sacrifice himself then?
He's about
No,
to.
he's not. He's trying to sacrifice
You,
another record. He's saying the
whoa, whoa, whoa.
reason
All
He's
this is
right.
trying to
happening to
sacrifice
me.
Kendrick, but he's saying that the
So, all
spade,
right.
if it doesn't
No,
work,
no.
is
It's
tough.
all right.
Rory know what I'm saying.
It's a petition, right? So if it ends up being a real lawsuit, at some point, if Universal actually entertains this and doesn't settle with Drake, because I do think he's in the middle of a negotiation and trying to get his money and using this as a play. If they end up going to trial, everyone's gonna have to turn over everything
Yeah,
within this civil lawsuit.
100%.
Exactly.
So he's gonna have to sacrifice himself because
So
he
then why
knows,
is it?
like all of us
But that
knows, that Drake has used bots like
Every
everyone
But
last
else has
Rory,
used
you
bitch.
bots.
just said it. That's
I
why it will
know.
not go to court.
Well, we already know that. But we
They
already know
know.
that.
They know the
No,
proof
and
is in the
no,
pudding. They
no.
gonna settle out.
And I think I know none of you guys want to give Drake any credit at this moment. I think Drake is prepared to say, fuck it, let me push that red button and expose myself and expose everybody else.
Nigga, that's,
None of this shit is
I have
real.
hey,
zero
everybody
belief
having
that.
gated,
I
nigga.
have zero
Everybody
belief.
haven't get it, including
I
him.
have zero belief that he would do that.
If I push this
He did
red
say
button,
he said
everybody
everyone's
is
having
having
gated.
gated.
Zero belief.
Suicide mission.
Yo, the
I have
question
Man,
zero
is, yo,
belief he
Glass,
would
how
sacrifice
many
himself.
bots can you use?
And why I think he's comfortable with
He's
that
not.
is because he will actually end up being the one with the most organic streams.
He's
Yo,
not going to be. That's
that
for
may be true.
sure. That's not going to happen.
That's what that streamer said on the
You don't think
academic.
Drake has the most
The
organic
streamer
Definitely
that
not.
was
streams?
on academic stream said that Drake doesn't use
Oh, okay,
bots.
then I don't even know how we
Yo,
got
you
in this
can't
Every
conversation.
you
last
can't have
person.
106 billion streams
It's it's
off a bot.
it's it's Taylor and Drake.
yeah, I'm gonna just be honest. Like Drake, this nigga Drake, I don't understand. Like people don't understand how much work he put into this shit. Doing features for Timbaland, doing features for DJ Khaled, nigga. He put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like he earned any fucking cosign that was given to him was earned. I'm not gonna
And
lie.
he
That
don't
nigga put
sleep.
real work in.
He
I
dropped
totally
music
agree,
more
and
than
I
he
think
sleep.
that is the reason why he's where he's at. I totally agree with you.
Man, I think we should all, which we don't need to say, come to the conclusion that Drake lost that battle, but I think we should
To win
encourage
the
him
war.
in this lawsuit against UMG.
Hey Rory,
Well,
No,
what do
no,
you
it's no war. It's over. It's over. Kendrick won.
what do you
That's
think?
No,
not
we're
a
talking.
conversation anymore.
well, Kendrick didn't win. The
See,
industry
there
won
you go,
because it
Rory.
was
This
Drake
is your
against the
fault,
Okay,
industry.
Rory. This is
Rory.
your fault, Rory. You fucking
Exactly.
did
How
this.
is it my fault? It's not my fault. I've been talking about
No,
this
this is your fault because
before
now they
push-ups.
saying the industry.
The industry did
They
win.
See,
did.
this is
You
your
crazy?
If
fault, Rory.
if Kendrick was
I said,
confident in his ability, he wouldn't have jumped on an album to jump all this off, would he?
That's right.
Rory, can
I
What?
you?
don't think even
I
Rory,
Kendrick
said
I
saw
the
have
this
a
day
coming.
Not
I
Like
have
Us
a
came
question
up
for Rory.
on the with the Washington Post. I said this is
Rory,
insane.
what you think
The
about that tweet, by the
Universal
way?
Music is eating off both of these people talking about domestic violence and pedophilia. That's quoted in the Washington Post the day Not Like Us came out. I was like, yo, this is UMG is eating off insane shit right now.
Yeah. You know what's even crazier? Democratic National MSNBC panelists writing articles on the
Oh
beef for
God.
Rolling
All right.
Stone.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't even.
Chris, what up,
Oh,
Wow.
Chris?
never
We
mind.
talked about it.
Right.
We talked about it, Chris.
I'm.
Yeah,
I don't.
we could
I don't want to go
Oh no,
left or right
I
on
ain't
this.
say
Omari
nothing
But
yet.
left
I'm
the
just
DNC.
listening to niggas. I'm letting niggas rock.
Rory,
okay,
how
here we go.
Rory, how important is the part about the 30% discount that UMG gave Spotify for like all artists? How important is that?
Anytime the left or right gets brought up, I'm like,
Rory, did you hear the question?
nah, I didn't hear anything.
Oh,
She
okay.
she
I
was
ain't gonna lie.
asking how important is the 30% that UMG the Spotify discount? How important is that to all of this? Glasses say that happen
Wait,
all the time.
Wait, Rory, can you hear me? Can
Well,
niggas
no, I
hear
mean
me?
there is the
Yeah, we can hear you,
Spotify
Chris. Yeah.
Discovery
That's
button.
'Cause
30%.
I get what
Tell
you
them,
mean.
boys.
some niggas can't hear each
There,
other though.
there
That's
is
what
the
be happening.
Spotify
And it's
Discovery button
30%.
that does
Yeah.
exist, which is 30%. But if you go through that paperwork, it's drastically different on what Kendrick was given allegedly. I really don't know if that's the case, and I'm not saying Drake wasn't given that through his entire
Yeah.
career. My issue that I didn't fully get into in that video was you are now inflating the dollar when it comes to streaming.
Of course.
You guys are setting what a dollar is worth within this streaming world and what the music industry is, which is also illegal when it comes from DSPs and the labels that work together. That's legitimately insider trading.
Yo,
That is
but
illegal.
Rory, isn't that why everyone
So
is
so
probably
you
turning their
you
backs on
you
Drake now?
deflate the dollar when I need 100,000 streams to make $30, and you're literally diluting what that equation is by doing this with certain artists. So yeah, I want Drake to blow the fucking top off this entire thing. This is bullshit. Even though Drake has definitely done the
Benefited.
same things Kendrick has done, I don't give a fuck. It's now in paperwork.
Facts.
It can now go to the Supreme Court. Do you guys remember when Facebook had to go to the Supreme Court when they were selling our data?
Mhm.
I think this Drake, and this is just me being, I'm usually a pessimistic person. This is me being optimistic. I think with this Drake lawsuit, we could eventually get to Spotify going to the Supreme
Of
Court and
course.
have the answer for this bullshit.
Yep.
Yo, that's what we were talking about. That's why we said this might get settled because I don't think that they're gonna want to go that far. I don't think.
I watched Zuckerberg sit there after selling all our fucking data.
And then he was getting
I
cooked.
think Spotify needs to have their day in court too. So if this is what it takes, then fuck it. Drake could be a sore loser that said, "Give me my ball back." I don't care.
You okay? You
Spotify
think
I don't
definitely
care
you
at
had
don't
all.
you
a
don't
day
think
in
that's
court.
worth
That
$1
nigga
billion
greedy
to
as
them?
fuck.
Yeah, it's worth $1
So
billion
you
to them
don't
for sure.
think if they put $1 billion in front of that man's face, you don't think he's taking that billion and going home?
I think Drake's asking for two.
I was told they owed a nigga 800 mil, bro.
I think Drake's
And
asking
that
for two
makes
billion.
sense. That makes
I mean
You think
that's
sense.
a
that could be
crazy ass
realistic?
amount of money,
You
but
think he could
that's what I
walk
That's
was
away?
not a
told. So I
crazy
can't
ass amount of
confirm.
money for Drake. That makes sense.
Go see what Spotify made this year.
That's true.
Exactly.
And he already made what 25% of that. His deal was already paying him 25% of that. So I mean, what's
It's like
another
sports.
75%?
It's like
And
sports.
he just did 100 gigs to get his own data. So
If the
yeah,
players are making 100 mil, imagine what the owners are making. Billions.
Of
All
course.
right, so Rory, my question to you is this, right? With Drake, filing a petition against UMG, what do you think is his next move from here, label wise, right? Like, do you think he was just using this as leverage and he's going to stick with UMG? Do you think he signs with a different major? Do you think he goes independent with a major distribution deal?
oh, I have no idea the answer to that question, and that's why I've been at the edge of my seat because I want Spotify and UMG to see their day in
Yeah.
court. I think they will settle, but I also think Drake is asking for 1 or 2 billion. I'm on the side of 2 billion, but Drake is never going to be on UMG after this. Like
You
That's
don't
what I was
wait, wait,
saying.
wait,
That's
wait,
I,
wait.
I'm
That's
not
what
even
No, but
that's
lying.
what I was
if
I,
they
saying, bro. Because
settle
how
out,
do
you
you
don't
That's what
even
I'm
think he's
how do
saying.
you
still
even
off with
move
them?
with this? How do you move after this,
He's
bro?
still
Like
with
so
them.
so
They're
I
Rory,
buying
think I
him.
think I think Drake's leverage is this could go to the Supreme Court because this has been malpractice no matter what when it comes to DSPs and how they pay artists out and how they manipulate the exact dollar that they created. Like if you go to a bank, it's legitimately Wall Street when it comes to Spotify. You are fluctuating what our dollar is worth when it comes to
Yeah.
payouts. So Drake's leverage right now is exposing what that could be. Same way Facebook had to end up in front of the Supreme Court. That's his
And
leverage.
it may end up
So
with the money, with some equity, and with an NDA that says he's not saying anything
no, no,
beyond
no,
that.
no, 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 no. Drake. I mean, I
Yo,
don't
if
know.
he walks out with equity,
Drake
the
is
backlash.
never gonna get no, he's never getting equity from UMG. I think he put his dick down and say, "Yo,
nigga
I'll
let his
sue
dick
y'all,"
drop.
and I respect it.
Facts. Okay,
He's
so
never gonna get equity. That's never gonna
all
happen.
right. So my question to you is this, Roy: do you think?
But he
But
could
if he
expose
got
it.
equity, then he'd have a vested interest to not expose anything.
If you guys think
Yeah,
Universal
I don't think
Music
they're gonna
Group,
give him equity after this. Like that would be fucking insane, right? Like,
y'all
like
know Michael Jackson went through this
Yo, you
before.
guys
Like
don't know enough CFOs and enough CEOs, man. That's these guys strong arm each other all the time to get in the positions that they're in.
I mean, sure, but I don't know if it gets brought to the public light at this type of exposure. That's my only thing, right? Um, and so that's my question, right? With everything, like literally woke up, I seen ABC News covering this shit on
Nigga woke up
YouTube,
looking
right?
for the broccoli.
And so, my thing is this: do you think UMG and the other labels, like, do they band up together on some like airline shit when this shit is over with and try to really like make Drake's like music career a little miserable, or do you think someone like a different major label, like, do you think they'll be willing to take him on as an artist? Like,
are you asking if another major is willing to take Aubrey Graham on as an artist?
hey man,
They say,
hey, I'm
where do
just
we
saying, like, if
sign?
you got to think
Yo,
about it
where
though,
do we
right?
sign?
If you're Sony or something, right? You got to be scared, like, damn, like.
You gotta be scared, like nigga, we
No,
next.
Yo, you guys, you're talking about the number
no,
one
but the
free
audio
agent.
imprint is under
Yeah, you got to
Sony.
be scared. Like
Oh,
you gonna make me
wait,
another
what'd you
$5
say,
billion
Blue Tip?
dollars? Like what?
The
I mean,
OVO imprint is
this
with
is where I
Sony
check out.
distributes
Exactly.
for
Exactly.
recording.
Oh
Exactly.
wait,
Leave
so
it
wait,
to
Wait,
Faison to
everybody,
answer.
blue
The
blue
rabbit hole is
questions.
deep,
wait,
Rory.
you said OVO was under Sony?
Yes.
Yeah, the label is under Sony.
Oh shit. Okay.
They did make Sony. They pretty much made Sony what Sony is.
Yeah, the
Let's not
OVO
say
was
they made
You
originally
said
Sony with
Hold
under
on,
shit.
You
hold
Sony.
on,
said
hold on, hold on, hold
everybody
on.
wait. Let blue
Hold
finish
on, hold
cook.
on, hold
Yo,
That's
on.
kind of crazy. Right.
streaming music.
Fries bag.
Hold on, hold on. Let her finish real quick.
Yeah, OVO the
you
label
know
was originally
you know
under
Sony
Oh,
makes
Warner.
hey, that might
That's
PlayStation,
what I'm
hey,
right?
you
saying.
probably can't. So
I'm talking about
time out.
streaming,
Hey, look,
Rory. I'm talking about streaming
hey,
Sony
you probably can't
Music.
hear this girl because like some of this shit's fucked. But it's a
Yeah, well,
woman
y'all
talking
might have
right
to
now.
close y'all app and open it back up because y'all
Yeah,
might not be like.
it's a
That's
woman
what I
speaking
had to
right
do.
now,
But
and
nigga.
we trying to let her cook right
You
quick.
hear me?
Yeah, not
Yeah,
you. We can hear you, but I'm
yeah, we
saying
can hear
like
you.
niggas might not hear you talking, so they might have to close and reopen.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, cook up.
So OVO was originally under Warner in like 2021. The imprint was moved to Sony. So
It,
if he wants to move to Sony, I think it's an
so
option.
is that why all they fucking albums got removed from like Apple Music unless you had to like go to
Yeah,
their profiles or re-add them and shit? Because I think
yeah,
the same shit happened to Meek, but I don't know why. But like Dreams Worth More Than Money, that shit got taken off. Like it got taken out of my library and I had to go and get a whole separate like new version of it. And I think it's because of a similar thing.
How much is this fucking worth? Because this shit is confusing.
12
Y'all know
cents. 12
Beyonce.
cents.
Worth
Y'all know
point
Beyonce
zero
is on
zero
Sony,
five
right?
cents.
Oh,
Wait,
Beyonce's on
Rory,
Sony.
Beyonce on
I
Sony?
thought
This is
Beyonce was
crazy.
Rock Nation.
Rory, this
No,
is
she's under
crazy.
Sony. She's under
Is he?
Columbia.
This is
That's
crazy.
Sony.
You know
She's been
do
under
you,
Columbia her whole life. But I want to
do you know
correct
who
you
You know
guys.
who
owns
owns Columbia?
Columbia?
Sony.
Sony.
No. But
I just left
there's difference.
Columbia.
There's a difference.
There's not
There is a
no
difference.
there's not a
Sony, hold
difference.
on for a second. There's
Peace,
Orchid.
man. How you
Hold
been?
on for a second. Relax. There is Sony.
Yo, OVO making Sony is still
Yeah, that shit
funny
was
to me.
crazy.
Yo, Rory, fact check me. Did
Crazy.
Hold on for a
Obi
second.
Drake made Sony Music? Yo,
Drake's not even on Sony.
Drake is not on
what?
Sony.
Start
Nah,
the
nah,
war.
SB.
What? Isn't
Somebody had said
Adele on
that. Somebody
Sony?
had said that earlier.
Okay, when you guys are ready to have a
All right, we
conversation.
got
First
some
back.
Hey,
serious
I'll
hey,
mute
let
up. I'll
the
mute up.
conversation.
I'll
hey,
mute up.
time out.
I'll
Let the
mute up.
real. We got the real Sixer in the building, man.
Hold on,
Let the
it's a
real
lot of
Sixer.
niggas that
No,
it's a lot of niggas that want
that's
a
my
mic.
guy
It's a
too.
lot of niggas that
That's
want a
my
mic,
guy.
bro. Join the Discord if you want to get your shit off. Cause
Chris,
I'm
Facts.
shut
telling
the
y'all,
fuck
Okay,
y'all
up
niggas not
with
gonna
this
get to the mic.
Discord.
Shut up, nigga.
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
He gonna promote that Discord
No,
like it's
for
The
nothing.
Warner
real.
situation, the Warner situation, and OVO was a separate situation. That was for Baca and Majid and all those other guys. And also at the time, Warner was run by the the president and CEO was Canadian. So there was a, I don't, let me, without getting into details, it was like an advantageous situation for them to sign there because there was a lot of money exchanging. So that's what they did. As far as Drake is concerned, Drake at this particular juncture, he has money. He don't need distribution. He could be stand on his own and put out music and go through the streaming platforms. As a matter of fact, if he wants, he could build a tech team and have his own streaming platform and do what he's
He
going to
could
do.
call it title.
He could do whatever he wants to do because he's that type of artist. Just like Taylor calls her own shots, Drake calls his own shots, and there's other artists in the world who have that type of capability. So I just wanted to correct you guys on that.
But that
But there
might
was
have
some
been why.
interesting conversation. There was some interesting conversation about this lawsuits. Rory, I was hearing some of your takes. What is your feelings on this lawsuit, or quote unquote lawsuit when it's not? It's a petition that he just wants a deposition for these people to go on record and quote unquote incriminate themselves so he could get what he needs to get. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I don't know how long you've been here, but that was my thoughts. I love everything
Yeah.
he's doing. I don't give a fuck about this take my ball back thing. I don't give a fuck about the battle. I know exactly what Drake is trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't care if anyone's clowning him. I think this is going to be the most important lawsuit that's ever existed in music history.
You,
I can't
you know
fucking
this
wait
is
for
all
it.
this is the continuation from Michael Jackson and Prince, right?
100%. Oh
But
no, we on
people
the
but
same
people
page, bro.
aren't grasping that concept though.
Like
It's literally
I
a
am
continuation of that
excited.
lawsuit. And Prince did
Exactly.
some things and got
And
us artists' rights now. Michael Jackson did some things and got artists' rights. Just like Sony ATV Publishing. The ATV is Michael Jackson's company.
I'm
He
aware.
he was so he was so vested into that company that they had to merge. They couldn't even pay him. They had to merge. So
And my
you
thing
guys are
is,
about to see some
I know
crazy
Drake.
shit, bro.
I know Drake, and this is just my perception from the outside looking in. I've not spoken to the gentleman, but from what I, with my logical brain, have noticed, he does not want to renegotiate. That petition
Oh,
was saying, "Hey, if we want to go on to trial for real, you guys will have to expose everything that's been going on right now."
so wait,
And I
you've heard
can't,
that he does
and I
not
can't
want to
fucking wait
negotiate.
for it. He
No,
just
he's
went.
already recouped. He's already
Well, those are
recouped.
two
So
different
it should have
things.
been a kicker. They should have kicked in the money a long time ago.
So if he's not
I put it this
renegotiating, are
way:
you saying he's going
I'm on.
independent?
To be honest with
I
you,
don't. I don't know if Drake's ever gonna put music out again.
Yeah, don't say that. Yo, don't go down that.
That's my only.
I think he's fighting a whole different battle right now. I think he's doing something that is more important than
yeah,
his
this is
entire
this
discography.
is a legacy play. This has nothing to even do with him. And everybody keeps talking about that battle. I already told you guys, like
It would be
the
a bad
Kendrick
time to not put
situation.
out music anymore though. Like post battle, like I don't know. I feel like he should put out like a couple more projects if he going if.
No, it's not even about.
Like
It's
like
not even about he's not gonna
But
put
it
out
just
music.
it would be a bad look if the
No, it's
battle
not
happens
even
and then you
listen,
don't put out
nothing's a
music.
bad look. Hold on for a second. What
In
he's
my
doing
opinion,
right now is literally gonna save millions and millions and millions of artists because they've there's
for a game that doesn't like him though,
which
What
game
do you?
doesn't like you,
What,
bro?
who
who's
gives
saying?
a
No, but what I'm
Yo,
saying
it's
is
just
wait,
like
where
bro,
are
it's just
people
like
getting this stuff?
you,
Like where
bro.
are people
Look,
getting this stuff that
look at the way niggas been talking about the nigga since he got in the game. It's like you putting yourself on the line for a bunch of niggas
nah,
who are
Who
bro,
gives a
talking.
because
fuck
he's
about them niggas?
Canadian.
He's a
He's Canadian. He's
billion
someone
dub.
like
yo,
it's
you guys need to get over the fact that Drake gives a fuck about anybody online. Like
No, I'm not
no,
talking
like
about I'm
bro.
not talking
Drake
about
don't give a
online. I'm
fuck
talking
about
about
anybody
I'm not talking
who's
about online
online.
though, but like from nigga from when fucking Thank Me Later dropped, the old head niggas was saying that he couldn't rap because he was a singer. Like and the shit just continued on from that point
And
forward.
then
Like
old head tried to apologize
fuck
to
the
that.
internet. So
What
now
the
he putting
fuck?
his
I
line.
know, but that's part of that
we
is what fueled him and what made him great.
Yo, if you have to,
through Drake's entire catalog, he has shitted on every
yeah,
ex girlfriend. That's what made him great.
Yeah,
Lucian
it's
is the
what made him.
next ex
yeah,
girlfriend. Let's fucking go with the
fuck
most
that
petty
up.
human being we've ever met in
Fuck
our
that up.
fucking lives. Let's fucking go, Drake.
This
Let's
is this
expose
is
all of
this
this
is even
shit.
beyond Lucian. Lucian is just a
Rory, you're getting
figurehead,
too
man.
hyped, bro.
Rory, you got
That's not gonna
PTSD.
happen.
Are you
There's
working
no
it? Like,
way, shape, or form that's
No,
happening.
man.
That nigga Rory finna take the
What?
stand. I'm
Yo,
sleep, bro.
Rory's like,
That
I'll
nigga
get
Rory
Maul.
Against the
I'm
I'll
gonna
get
Legos?
be
Maul
Hell
to
honest
yeah.
with
finish
you. I'm
this.
gonna be honest with you guys. I don't even think it gets to that
Wait,
far.
I said it in my
I
IG
don't. I
video
don't.
2 days
No,
ago.
it don't
I
even
was
get
at
that far.
Spotify when I was at Sony. Spotify emailed us and said we could not buy stock because it was insider trading.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take the
That was
stand.
fucking
Like,
Oh
crazy. I
shit!
couldn't
That
believe
nigga
that.
Rory
Hey,
said I was
yo,
bumping
that's
you
Big
crazy.
crazy?
Bill, and
I
now
like
he
that
came
nigga
on
Rory
right
said it's
after.
chaining day, nigga. Give me my OVO chain, nigga.
Rory
Yo,
knows it's not even
No,
gonna get
no,
there,
no,
man.
no, no. Nothing
Rory
to do
knows
with
They
it's
don't
not
even
OVO.
even
have to
gonna get
buy
I
there,
know
man.
Rory's
I'm
Don't
talking
listen
stock.
to
shit, man.
Rory.
It's all
Oh,
jokes.
wait.
It's jokes. It's
First of
jokes.
all, no. I don't know that. I hope
These
it gets
guys are
there.
no. These guys are gonna settle up. They don't want this, man. Do
They
you know how much
better not
skeletons these
settle.
people have in their closet? Do you know how much
But that's
billions
what I
of
was saying
dollars that they
earlier.
owe artists when they really
Hope
figure
to
out the
God.
metadata that and even the black box music? The music that's in
You
the
know,
black box that people haven't gotten their royalties, the amount of people who
okay,
passed away, the amount of people who didn't register their songs right, and there's artists out there that probably have $400,000 or $500,000 in the black box and don't know about it. Another artist probably has $2-3 million in the black box and doesn't know about that money. And Universal's just claimed that money and has been spending these people's money. Come on, man. They don't want to get into
okay.
into that conversation, man. They're
So,
gonna
so
settle.
here's my thing. If Drake turns down that Billy to settle instead of this whole shit being blown out of the fucking cannon, he will be the greatest artist that's ever existed.
He'll be
If
the
he turns down
pioneer.
that Billy
Yo,
and has that shit, like Prince wouldn't roll over in his grave. Prince would come out his fucking grave and anoint him as the greatest human being that's ever existed. And that's why I'm fucking with Drake now because I really think that he might turn down that fucking Billy.
I can't wait for Dr.
Let's
Umar to
expose
come
it
out.
all.
Dr.
Let's
Umar is gonna
expose all
congratulate.
this shit.
Nah. He talk about my dick just got hard because a wire just hit. He's not turning down that Billy.
Yo,
He's
No,
Drake
not
wants
turning
the
that
money,
down. He
bro.
said,
Drake
y'all
wants
be
that money.
easy.
no, it's not even the money that he wants. He's seeking something far greater than the money, man.
Okay, here's the thing. If he turned down the money, is there
The
more
far
money
greater
to be
shit is
made?
turn over your
Is there
paperwork.
more money to be made if he turns down this money? That's the question I would
No,
make.
bro. No, it's not even the money. It's possible that
He'll never
Drake
get
can
equity.
turn this shit upside down and become a fourth major.
You know what's funny?
They don't even have the money to pay him, so they got to give him half of this company or this company and that company, bro. It gets. I went through the documents with a lawyer, and I'm not even gonna say too much, but Drake is not gonna present a case or even think that he's not gonna have a case that's winnable. I'm from what I'm hearing, this is pretty open and shut. And this is like a lawyer that's on the level of Donald S. Passman, and which is a goat. On the level of Clive Davis and Fred Davis. Like he's a big
Well,
guy.
I mean, anyone could have read the last two petitions, and yeah, it's
This is
clearly
a
open and
pretty
shut.
open and shut case. Like
Yeah,
I know, but that's not our point, and that's also why people are clowning Drake
yeah.
because it's all right. It's a battle. Why are you doing defamation? It's open and shut. It's defamation. My point in this entire thing, why with Drake, is I think he's doing this for a bigger play. We could really go to court, and then we have to open the books on everything.
Yeah.
That's where I think he's
they
trying
don't
to go.
want to do that, man. Come on, man.
That defamation shit. Of course, that's open and shut.
You
Like,
know what's funny
no,
though?
if somebody could yell something to me on the street, and I could sue for
Of course, he
defamation.
has
Like that's
damages.
easy.
He has everything.
Like
Everything for defamation is there. It's completely. You're
I,
right. It's open close.
yeah, yeah. No one was arguing if that's
But
open
you
or
know what the
shut.
sad fact is? If Drake doesn't follow through, he's probably the only artist that we're ever going to see in the rest of history that has the possibility of going this far. Like we'll probably never get to a point of where an artist is big enough and has enough backing and support to do what he needs to do here. So that's why if he doesn't, it would be a sad outcome for everything. which is kind of depressing when you think of it from that perspective.
I'm just saying they're gonna push it and push it and push it and push it, and then eventually they're gonna say this could be 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, and eventually I think the settlement is gonna be some, like, a billion
In the
is
billions.
something like a grand number, but I think it's when you bring everything together, I think it's gonna be much more than that because
A settle a settlement
his
a
revenue
settlement would
power
break my heart.
his revenue power alone, bro. He just got 400 million. Listen to me. You know when and Rory can attest to this. You know when the music game, when they say, "Oh, we gotta watch our budget because we gotta recoup," nigga. 99.9% of artists never recoup. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as recouping. If you recoup,
Drake's a
you're on the
one of a
level of
kind.
Taylor. You're on the level of Drake. There's artists that have sold 40 million records and have not recouped their money.
Of course.
They just keep giving them the money and giving them the money. And that's the point. They don't want them to recoup. They just have them drowning. But Drake structured a deal and was smart enough to know that, okay, at one point, people were clowning me because you were signed to a nigga that was signed to a nigga that was signed to another nigga. He had the wherewithal to say, you know what, Monty? You know what, Vivendi? You know what, Seagrams? I need to do this. And he went straight to Universal Republic. And from there, he structured another deal, and they gave him more money and more money. Drake's on his like sixth, seventh deal. He's already out of his like so many deals because he puts out so much music, and he puts out music that actually sells and garners money,
That's why Rory
like
said
from
it, man. He got
mechanical
in him.
royalties.
Yo,
Like,
it's the only way you're gonna get to them. You have to be one of them. That's what we didn't want
yeah,
to.
but he's
We
not.
didn't want
He's
to.
not. He's not interested in being part of that little circle. And as far as Lucian is concerned, he's just a figurehead. Lucian had to go to the board of directors and ask for them to sign his son and buy his son's catalog, and they wouldn't do it. He had to stroll his ass over to Warner and run Atlantic. So there is a board of directors. It's bigger than Lucian. Just can't make all the decisions. He has to go before a board, and the board has to okay it.
Okay, well, let's not go that far. As much as I don't with Sir Lucian Grange, his son is now running the other third major.
No,
Two
100%.
Lucians are
But the
running the
board of
three
directors
majors. Like
turned
let's
turn.
let's like let's
No,
let's
but he
calm down
went to
about the
Universal and they
Grangers.
turned him down. The board of
I
directors
know,
turned him down.
and he made a better play, and
No, no one's
now his
saying that
son
because
is running.
at the end of the day, sometimes
Like
it's serendipity,
those
luck, chance,
those
and
Granges
circumstance.
is really fucking good at what they do.
No, 100%. But what I'm saying is, Lucian
Money
couldn't get his
everywhere.
son in the door because he had other board members to answer to. That's all I'm
His
saying.
son the only thing his son ever did was Trippy Red and 6ix9ine is now running the other third major.
Yeah, which
Like
is which is diabolical.
let's not stop and think that the Granges are, his name is Sir Lucian Grange.
I understand exactly who he is.
There's only
Self
been
proclaimed.
there
Yeah.
no
No, no, no.
no
He
there's
got
only
knighted.
been two
No,
other
He got
knighted.
there's
Oh,
only
knighted.
he
been
got
two other
knighted.
people
Oh,
knighted.
he's
He got
knighted
knighted.
for real.
He got
If
knighted
there's an
by the queen.
Illuminati, he's part of it.
He
He
got
probably
knighted by the queen.
created
He
one of
invented
the
the
founders.
Illuminati.
That nigga's king off his son, my nigga, grandson, my nigga.
Oh shit!
So
Now we about to open
so
up
again,
Illuminati time. Yo.
again, again, Mark, what you saying?
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, in my opinion, from the outside looking in, Drake's biggest leverage on earth right now is blowing the top off UMG. If you don't want to meet my number, you then have to go to court and you have to open your books to all the bullshit that y'all have been doing forever. I don't think Drake is in the game of trying to get equity or trying to get that $1 billion. I think he's at the point right now of saying, yo, this, I will expose everybody. And the only way to do that is maybe trick y'all into this petition and do a temperature
Yeah,
check.
he's just trying to make people
And
take
if
themselves
we
in a deposition because in a deposition
and, and
they
and I'm
can't lie.
saying when it comes to a deposition, you guys, I'm Drake. You have to open a different type of books if we go to a deposition. So don't play with me. I don't think he's really trying to renegotiate anymore. I don't think this is really a play. I think his only leverage is I'm the only artist that can really expose y'all. And I hope to God they go through with it.
I know, but why? Where are people getting that he's mad and took his ball, and he's mad at Kendrick, so this
They
is
just
why he's
gotta.
suing. And
Well, no, we're
That's
not
just
even
the
They
talking.
just gotta
narrative.
look at his
Talking about that.
catalog and
I think
listen
I
to his
think I
Yeah,
music.
think
that's
Yo,
that
come on,
internet
SB,
shit.
SB,
SB.
bro.
I
We're not
think
even
it's
That's
talking
that
about that.
internet
I think
shit,
it's
bro.
I think it's the timing of everything of
They
when.
said this nigga stopped
Of
at
course,
red
it's
lights
It's
and
the
timing.
shit.
It's
timing.
the
GTA.
timing, it's
It's
the
the timing.
timing, and it's the headlines,
I know,
bro.
Yeah,
but
it's the
I
timing.
explained to you guys.
Yeah,
He
but you can't explain it to the
I think.
public
I think.
though.
Yeah,
I
you can't
think
face the
Drake.
public.
I think
Yeah.
Drake.
The public
Drake
is
is well aware he's not getting any equity in UMG whatsoever.
I don't know if you could. I don't know
That's
if you
never
guys
gonna happen.
100% say that. I,
no, I'm saying if them boys lose, and whether it be jury or whether it be the circuit, the circuit courts or whomever, and they say this is 50 billion or this is 100 billion, and they ain't got that check, they got to cut that man some equity, and you'll probably split up that company, make a bunch of smaller ones, and buy up some other companies and make one new major. That is possible. But
you know
Do
what?
you do you think
you are
do you know
right.
how they value?
You
Do
are
you know how
right
they
from the
value
sense.
Universal Music Group? Do you know how they value that against Universal?
Hmm.
That's like peon ghetto shit to them.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
they split that off and
Like
divested that shit like
UMG is
yeah,
No,
nothing compared
100%.
to
yeah.
Universal.
Remember the original
They
family,
focused on
the
Marvel.
original families from Montreal, Canada, the Seagrams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seagram's Liquor Company. And they had Warner, and they
What
had
religion are they?
Universal. Rory's peers are not liking this right now.
Yeah, Rory, you know some
Because
people are
Rory's
clicking
out here
down there.
speaking the gospel. I don't think people are liking this one, bro.
yo, it's a lot of
You
people
think I
requesting
wait?
mics, bro. If y'all not gonna talk, don't request a mic because I'm accepting y'all niggas and then y'all not saying shit.
Who are
I'm
my
done with
peers? I'm
accepting shit.
confused.
This clip. You gonna you're gonna be there all night.
Within the podcast community, I've heard one or two people not speaking very highly of you and your stance. Let's say that.
Yo, but that's good. That's good publicity
Oh,
for him.
oh, damn it! What am I gonna do if someone speaks
Ew.
unhighly of me? Oh gosh, what am I gonna do?
Take them to
Have y'all
court.
touched on the 600K that
I
Kendrick
don't give a
Lamar touched in this?